The 98 stands for my high score on a vintage karaoke machine. So listen up now. Here's the story about a little second grader, your boy TWD. We used to always go over my parents' friend's house, Bob and Tree. When I was in second grade, 2002, it was my first time ever playing their karaoke machine. There was a lot of people there, and Bob told me that nobody had ever gotten a perfect score on this karaoke machine. He had the high score of 98. Now, this karaoke machine, they don't have it anymore, unfortunately. I asked them about it, and they tried to find it. They don't remember throwing it away, but if they ever find it, or by chance like we come across another one of the exact same type, I will make a video on it. It had like Super Nintendo-like graphics. It's from the 1990s. I remember some of the backdrops had like a guy in a hot air balloon or like a golf course. Really bad graphics, but it had a ton of songs. I think they used like an external hard drive or something, but it had so many songs, and there was like a booklet of all the songs, and you had to put in like a 6-digit code or something in order to actually like play the songs, so you didn't have to search through all of them. But yeah, so giant Christmas party, and like no one was really using the karaoke machine. People don't want to make a fool of themselves, you know, especially adults with other adults. But Bob, I think, told me that because he wanted me to jump on the karaoke machine, and he knew I was a pretty competitive 7-year-old, so he wanted to entice me to, you know, get the karaoke machine going, liven up the party a bit. So I jumped on that karaoke machine. I pretty much sang songs like all night. About halfway through, I got a 98 score on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer at the Christmas party. And I remember like everyone there was like, oh, like everyone freaked out because normally people score in like the 60s and the 70s. If you get in the 80s, it's like a pretty good score. Rarely ever you get like in the 90s. And then like I got 98, and everyone just like freaked out, and it was like, you know, when you're a kid, you're just like, whoa, like, you know, like I just did something amazing. And I tied the high score in the karaoke machine, essentially. Yeah, no, it's crazy because Bob and Tree also introduced me to my first video game system, and I actually found it. It's a Game Boy, Nintendo Game Boy, not even Game Boy Color. This is like the oldest Nintendo game system practically. There's very few older than this. Yeah, so I didn't have a Nintendo DS growing up until I got into middle school. That was my Game Boy. I used to play Tetris on there, and Pokemon Blue and Red, so that's pretty crazy. But anyway, I played this karaoke machine like every time I go over their house for like 3 more years. I never beat that score. My dad and I did a duet on Surfin' USA, and we also got 98 a couple years later, and that was like so cool for me because like I thought like the 98 was like, I started to not believe I ever got 98 because it never came up again, and then we got 98. At the time of them like, you know, retiring the system and putting it in the rafters or giving it away, they can't remember what they did with the machine. They never had anyone beat 98. No one got above 98. We don't even know if it's possible to get a 99 or 100. So it kind of became like a legendary number to me when I was a kid. You know, it was like because you couldn't beat 98. I started making it my soccer jersey numbers and stuff, and I started to put it in all my usernames because around a little bit after that is when I started to make like accounts for various like internet websites, because I didn't really use the internet until I was like midway through elementary school, 3rd or 4th grade. YouTube came out when I was in like the end of 5th grade. So I made my YouTube account January 7th, 2007, and I made it TWD98. So that's like the oldest proof I have of it being my favorite number. It's not really like that crazy of a story, but it's been like a secret all these years that I thought it would just be funny to keep it a secret. And everyone kind of like glorified the number. You guys are always trying to guess what it means. Like some of my favorite guesses, the most common one is like, oh, you were born in 1998, but I've mentioned in many videos I was born in 1994. That one got debunked. Some people are like, it's the highest KMH you can reach in Mario Kart Wii on the speedometer. The game came out later than 2002, so that gets debunked. And honestly, like some of you guys would say like it's the high score on blank, but no one ever said like high score on karaoke machine. You know, like no one ever got it right. And there's been hundreds and hundreds of guesses. So I was pretty happy that no one ever guessed it. And I have a little surprise for you guys before we go. I have a picture of me when I was 7 years old playing the karaoke machine. I'm so happy my parents like took pictures of it because like all these years later I actually found the photos. But yeah guys, that is all I have. Thank you for watching. Thank you for 98,000 subscribers. We're almost at 100,000, and that's like been my YouTube goal. I never had a goal beyond 100,000 when I started YouTube. When I hit 5,000 subscribers, I was like, my goal is 10,000. When I hit 10,000, my goal became 100,000. And then like I quit YouTube, and then I was like, I'm never gonna reach 100,000. And I came back, and then like here we are. I mean, we're so close, and hopefully we can keep it going as long as possible, because it's been a super fun ride, and I just was so happy to take you guys all on it as well. Summer's gonna be awesome. I have so many plans. And we have the new Bam Shock Dodge gold foil shirt that Teespring designed for me, which I'm so excited about. Check that out. We have less than 2 weeks left to get it, and then it's gone, possibly forever. I don't know how often they do these gold foil things. So that's all I got. Thank you for watching, and enjoy Funky Kong dancing. Peace.